Whenever you are ready, we can start.
Okay.
All yours.
Hi, I'm Aunt Lisa. I'm doing this. Lance asked me to, and I think it's a great idea. I'm an operations supervisor for McDonald's. I supervise 5 restaurants. Currently, with this pandemic, I am in 1 restaurant because if I get sick, I have the potential to get 300 people sick. So I miss my people. You know, I'm happy at the store I'm at, but I miss my other couple hundred people that I was used to seeing a few times a week. But we're working and we're trying to keep our crews safe with that, with the masks, with the gloves, with the social distancing, which is hard. You know, you got to do the best you can with what you have. My crew have been great. My managers have been great. People were very appreciative that we were open, you know, and kept telling us thank you for being there for them. And, you know, and I thought when I heard essential businesses, I was like, why is McDonald's an essential business? I mean, I was happy that it was, but I couldn't wrap my head around it. And then more and more customers were like, you know, we so appreciate you being here. And then I thought, you know, what if you were a trucker and you were driving across the United States and none of the arches were lit?
Can you talk a little bit about how people have been showing their appreciation to you and your workers, and what you've been doing for other people?
It's been really great, actually. People typically don't thank people that work at McDonald's. I think a general consensus of the general population is people that work at McDonald's work there because they can't work anywhere else. It's a hard job.
I was only 16 when I worked there, but I had to bust my butt.
Well, I've had, you know, Grandpa, Grandma, your mom, Uncle Wayne, Brendan, you, Jason. I mean, my whole family basically worked there except your dad.
Yeah, the Kellahars and Wagners run the McDonald's in Longmont.
That's right. Don't forget it. McDonald's also has just started doing thank you meals for first responders. So firefighters, paramedic, police officers, medical workers, doctors, nurses. We just started yesterday, and I had 3 firefighters, Longmont firefighters, come in for lunch. And we chatted for a little bit, and they were like, thank you for doing this. You know, we appreciate that you've been here the whole time. And you know, and I was like, you know, we appreciate what you're doing as well. Well, today they came in again. This time they didn't ask for their free lunches, but they brought us a card, a big card. I got more like a poster board.
Yeah.
A bunch of the fire department had signed it, and I put it up in my break room, you know, with thanks for being here kind of thing. I can't tell you the last time. Usually we get thank you notes because my owner is very active in the community. So he donates to schools and Boulder County Fair and reading programs, things like that. And we get thank you notes like when we do something, not thank you notes for doing our job. I thank God I have a job. I know there are people out there every day that are wondering what in the hell they're going to do if this lasts 15 more minutes. And I don't have to worry about that. But there are also people, those people also get to stay at home in social distance, and they don't have to worry about what I worry about when I get home. So it's, you know, I don't know. It's a tough situation, I think, for everyone, regardless of the position you're in. I can't see my mom. I mean, I see her, but I can't hug her.
Biggest social butterfly I know, I think. This is driving her crazy. She's on the list of people to interview because I know she'll just like talking to people. So.
She's struggling.
Yeah.
She's really struggling. My life has changed probably from the time I leave there until the time I go to bed the most. I never thought I would be coming home telling my kids to leave a clean towel on the washing machine for me so I can come in from the garage and throw my clothes in the washer and go straight to the shower before I even say hello. That's weird, and that kind of hurts me a little bit every day.
Yeah.
But I got to keep them safe, you know. I'm exposed every day. They're not. What I will say was kind of a blessing in disguise, too. I think we are a very sports-oriented family. Monday through Saturday, some kind of something. Swim, softball, baseball, football, dance, soccer, basketball, volleyball. So, I mean, not that I didn't love that, because I did. And now we're cooking together. We're playing games together. We're watching movies together. We're having bonfires together. It's just a lot more time for just the 4 of us without any outside interruptions.
That's awesome. Yeah. Slow down, connect with each other a little bit, get a little bit more close as a family.
Well, and we get home and the kids have already been home all day. So
Yeah.
they're like wanting interaction.
Social deprivation is what you get to get your teenagers to like you again.
Right?
Peyton, what are you doing to keep in contact with your friends?
I'm FaceTiming them, texting them, and just like Snapchatting and having fun over Instagram, basically.
Yeah, do you guys have like certain games that you guys play?
On House Party, there's like trivias and drawing games, and we play Roblox a lot, me and Juliana.
What are you looking forward to after all this?
Getting to hang out with my friends and see other family besides these people.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully we'll be able to go up to the lake and have some lake days up there. What do you plan on doing until then?
Staying connected with my friends and trying to keep up my grades. It is a lot harder online because like you have to figure out when they're going to do the Zoom classes or like when the assignments are due, and you don't want to push them off because they take the whole week to do. So.
Yeah. Do you have any tips for people of how to stay motivated and disciplined?
If you stay motivated, you won't have to do the grade again.
That's a good point. What games have you guys been playing together as a family?
We just started a new game like Heads Up, and it's on a phone.
Oh yeah, where it's like
Yes.
yeah. Who's the best at that?
Me.
Yeah. Have you found any hidden talents like cooking or arts, crafts, anything?
Online shopping.
Yeah. I've actually succumbed to that a few times myself.
Peyton's always liked to color, but now Peyton's getting way more artistic. Drawing and sketching and, you know, like real art kind of stuff. Brendan is talking more about what he wants to do after high school rather than, you know, what's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's become very insightful on, a lot like you, on behavior of people, you know, how different people are reacting to the situation, how he's reacting to the situation.
Psychology helps you understand why it is that you're thinking certain things, and why other people think certain things. But I think that's just a jumping off point. And you have to kind of like, yeah, you can study books, but you have to really get involved with other people, is where the real learning happens. So that's awesome that he's looking into that. I'll have to talk to him and recommend some books to him and stuff that I found.
He's got time to read.
Yeah, exactly. I have like 16 extra books laying around. When am I ever going to have time to do that? Boom, pandemic. So is there any other things that you would like to see carry on into the future after all this mess is over?
The only thing I can say is if you are like we are, you know, typical American family of four, working mom, working dad, 2 kids in school, take the time to connect with them. And then when this is over and life goes back to semi-normal, I don't know that it will ever be normal. You know, I don't know what the future holds. Back to semi-normal, take the time and still connect with your kids. Like I said, this has kind of been a blessing for us.
Yeah.
We get so wrapped up in every day. And going forward, I think that people have a lot of empathy for others people's situations. And I think that we need to keep that we've lost that somehow as a society in general. And not appreciating people from the, like you said, from the person who's sweeping the parking lot to the person who's doing the fries to the person who's serving you your food, or in a grocery store, the, you know, this person who's stocking the shelves to the person who's checking you out. I mean, all these people make the world go round.
Yeah.
Truck drivers, I've become more appreciative of truck drivers. I always have been, but way more now.
I've always thought that in times of crisis, people show empathy more than they show hysteria, which is often depicted in movies. And I think that, yeah, moments of crisis show the best in humanity.
In times of crisis, people either come together or they fall apart.
After this, I'd like to see my crew continue to lift each other up. On a personal level, I need to focus on my family. And that doesn't mean we can't do sports and we can't be crazy, but it means when there is downtime, we need to spend it together, and not 24/7. I know everybody needs their alone time, but not, okay, that's it, I'm exhausted, and Sundays are just for hanging. We need to continue to communicate and be together and appreciate each other. And I'm so appreciative of my kids that, they're become tight in the last
Yeah.
few weeks, really
Two peas
tight.
in a
And
pod.
yeah, and it warms my heart. When we were out there watching the Blue Angels the other day, waiting for the Blue Angels, they were horsing around and joking around and playing around, and they're having snowball fights, and hard to believe there was snow just a few days ago. But it was just a whole different perspective. Before, she would be in her room or he would be in his room, and like we would do, even if we'd go out to dinner as a family, the two of them didn't, it was Dad and I talking and pulling stuff out of them to try to get them to communicate. Now they're just, it's amazing what has happened. And that's probably the thing I'm most grateful for, and the thing that I'm going to make sure we continue.
And I'm really appreciative that you took the time to share your story with me. And I think other people will find it helpful to hear as well. I also want to thank you, Aunt Lisa, for what you're doing. That you have a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, and I think that's it must be very stressful for you. But I am sure that your crew is feels safe, and that their manager cares about them and cares about their safety, even if it does sound like, hey, 6 feet apart, 6 feet apart. That's out of love, and I'm sure they all know that, and I'm sure that they are appreciative that they have a manager that cares about them. That's awesome that you guys have had time to kind of de-stress, take a breath, and get to know each other a little bit better. It's crazy how we could live together and still not, communicate and get to know each other deeply, until there's a pandemic. Like,
Right?
like a pandemic for me to get to know my parents, type of thing. But yeah, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to help with this project. Is there would you guys like to do a sign off or anything? Final words?
Any final words? Gen Z. You're probably the only Gen Z he's got on here.
Yeah, you're the first Gen Z. Yeah.
Woohoo!
Congrats.
All righty. Well, thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
We love you.
Love you too.
We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Here's my dog. You guys want to see him? She's very enjoying this toy. Oh, he's slobbered all over my bed.
Ditched me.
Yeah, good boy. Alrighty.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thanks again, and I will see you
You're
guys
welcome.
on Saturday.
All right. Sounds good.